Hey guys, Stuart here. I thought I'd give it a go answering a question we had coming in from the under 15 girls age group, asking about like running injuries and what's the best way to deal with them. So I thought I'd give it a go talking about my personal experience. I had Osgood Schlatters when I was growing up. I know that's a very common injury with lots of runners, especially as you're growing up through the age groups. So I'll talk a bit about my personal experience with it, and then I'll give you some advice and tips, maybe stuff I've learned from it and things for you to do that I didn't do to help you improve your chances of recovering a bit better. So yeah, like I said, I had it when I was about 14 or 15, growing up through the age groups, and I remember being really annoying. So I can relate to the pain you're feeling at the moment, because it was one of the first major injuries I'd had in my running career. So before that, I'd had just little niggles, nothing really major, which I guess is quite lucky, but also it's because when you're really young, you kind of feel a bit invincible, so nothing really hurts you, and then you realise when you're growing up, your body actually takes a bit of pounding, and you need to be doing stuff alongside running to actually help your body deal with the impact. So yeah, I had it when I was about 14 or 15. I remember going to see a physio about it because it was bothering me for quite a few weeks. When I was running, I used to have to cut my run short because my knee was really hurting. So I went to go see a physio about it, and then they gave me a few exercises to do and a few stretches. And then I remember obviously doing the exercises and stretches. I don't remember what the exercises were specifically. I remember they were to do with like the quad and hamstring, and just lots of stretching in those areas just to relieve the pressure off your knee. So yeah, like I said, I got given a few exercises and stretches from the physio, and then I remember because I was so annoyed that I couldn't run, I kind of forced myself to do these stretches and exercises because I knew if I was consistent and did them, then I would get back to running, which is what happened in the end. After a few weeks, I was consistent with them. The pain started to wear off, and then I was good enough to run again. But then one thing I will note is, it wasn't the only time I had the issues in my career. I used to they used to come back now and again, but the times they would come back was when, looking back on it now, is when I now realise the times when it came back was when I wasn't being as consistent with the exercises, because I'd get back to fitness, get back to running, because the pain would wear off, and then I would kind of slacken with the exercises and stretches that I was doing in the past. So I think it's really important to, if you go to see someone, or if you find some exercise online or some stretches to do, keep them consistent. Even when the pain wears off and you're running again, you're running consistently, keep doing the rehab exercises that you've been given, because it's not going to do you any harm, and it's just going to increase your chances of the injury not coming back again. So yeah, keep the exercise consistent that you get. One thing I will say, just on a positive side, is I remember the first time I had it was the worst time. Was like the longest time I was out for, and was the most severe it was in my case, in terms of the Osgood Schlatters. It did come back now and again, usually when I had a growth spurt, just because that's how your body works really. As you're growing, it doesn't know how to deal with the impact as well, because different ligaments grow at different rates and things like that. But like I said, once you know how to deal with it the first time, then you can use that in the future with your training. In terms of what to do when you are injured and what you can't do, like I said, obviously go to see someone, find some stretches, exercises to do. I think a brilliant thing to do is to look online. You'll be surprised at how many different tutorials and videos there are about how to get the most out of your stretching and things like that. I'm actually currently injured at the moment. I've got a problem with my quad that I'm trying to figure out, and I've been doing lots and lots of strength and conditioning, lots of like yoga, lots of stretching, just to increase my chances of actually getting back to fitness. And I think you realise once you get into it, how many different stretches there are that can actually get you back to where you need to go, because you may think, oh yeah, I know how to stretch my hamstrings, I know how to stretch my quads, but once you actually look into it, there's an incredible amount you can do, and once you start doing them, that's when you realise, okay, that's where the problem is, that's what I need to work on. So yeah, have a look online, find some tutorials, and yeah, be consistent with them. Another thing I'll say is, you're definitely not alone in suffering from this. This is something everyone goes through. Obviously, I myself had it. I know lots of other mentors have had it. Westy said he had it as well. So yeah, it's not a problem. And then it's not a problem you can't fix, and it's something that once you do know how to fix it, it's a lot easier going forward when it comes back, or if it comes back. Another thing I'd say is, looking back on it now, like I said, I barely remember much about it. So it clearly wasn't that significant to me in my past, so I wouldn't overthink it too much. Having it now, I wouldn't be worried about, it's going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. You'll find a way to get over it, and once you do, then it'll help you lots in the future. So yeah, I hope that helps. Again, I'm not an expert, so this is just my advice and my experience. Obviously, if it is persistent, go to see someone who knows what they're talking about, or look online for some tutorials and videos, things like that. So yeah, I hope that helps. Best of luck.